Welcome back. In today's video, I'm sharing a quick demo on how we can execute Postman and Karate DSL automated test using GitHub action. So before we start, why do we need GitHub action? I just want to give you a brief context. Some of you might be familiar with tools like Jenkins, TeamCity, etc. Right? So which we used to use for, even many people are still using for build management, right? So where we can connect different code repositories and we can set up jobs to trigger test, then do some post execution actions like sharing the artifacts and all to provide quick feedback to the team. So nowadays mostly cloud providers like GitHub, GitLab, Bitbuckets, they provide both version control as well as CI implementation together. So our life is easy now because we can do both from a single location, and even configuring the same also is not very hassle. It's simpler actually. I'll be sharing the demo on GitHub, but yeah, the process is more or less similar in other providers. So basically what we need to start with, right? So first thing first, you have to create your automated scripts basically with your favorite automation tool like Postman or Karate DSL or any other tool you are using. Just create that, and then you need to also make sure, right, you know how you can actually execute those tests from command line, basically, because in the CI we will be executing everything from command line. And next step will be creating your repository in this case in GitHub. So the process is again simple. You just go to GitHub and create a new repository and put all your code in the repository. So far we are done with the first step. So next step will be we have to create a workflow. Basically the workflow will define the various stages of actions or jobs we want to execute in the CI, right? So basically GitHub action, GitHub should know, right, what exactly we want to do. Like in this case I want to execute my Karate test or my Postman test. There will be some prerequisites, some softwares I have to install, right? And there will be some commands to run those tests, as well as once the test is execution is complete, so you have to push your artifacts to some directory so that we can refer that, right? So all those steps will be configuring here. How we can configure in GitHub? It's again a simple process. You have to create your workflow file. So if you are aware of again GitHub actions, you can directly create the workflow files based on your experience. But if you are new to GitHub action, I would really recommend like you go to this GitHub quick start document and follow the step-by-step process, right? But you have to make sure your workflow file is under .github folder. Now let me jump into the code and show you how I have created the file for Postman. So if you go to the code, I have created a very simple file. First what I have done, actually I have created a collection, Postman collection. This is my Postman collection. You might be having your own collection. Just you have to push that code here, the JSON file basically. And if you are using environment and all, so you have to push those files also. Those will be part of your code. After that, go to this workflow directory, and this is the simple workflow we have created. Basically, if you see here the second command, right? So I have defined like on push on the branch main, I want to trigger this job basically, and under the jobs I have specific steps, right? So what are the steps I want to execute? Yeah, it will run on Ubuntu latest and Docker container in the GitHub cloud environment. The first step is like, check out your repository under a workspace. So basically you're preparing for execution of your test. Then as a prerequisite, you may need to install the softwares needed. In this case, I am installing a node package as well as Newman. And for reporting also, I have installed this Newman reporter. Then next command will be to run the collection. So you have to give the complete command, and then you have to upload the directory. That's all we basically need to do once this file is created, right? So whenever we are doing any change in this repository, the GitHub action will get triggered. Just for demo purpose, I'm just changing this readme file. And I'll commit the changes. So if I go to my actions tab, you can see here the commit actually triggered the action. It's basically running now. Once done, you can see the results. So action is successful. You can see here. We go to this thing, and then I can see what and all has been actually triggered. You can see it's run postman collection steps, what happened inside, and output from the run details. That means you are uploading the results into a repository, right? So if you go to summary, you can see the summary here, and you can see the results also in the artifact section. Click on this, results will get downloaded. So in a very similar manner, you can see here, this is a karate action repository. I have cloned it. So it has basically some simple karate steps defined. You can also clone this from this particular location. This repository is available. I'll show you very quickly the workflow file here. You see here, again similar to the other file, like on push and pull, both we can define where exactly we want to run, when exactly we want to run this, and similarly we have to define the steps. Basically here it is API test, and finally I want to upload the results, right? So on those steps I have added, and if I go to my repository and I just do a quick edit, just did a quick edit just to show you that GitHub action has been triggered. You can see here action has been triggered. So you can see it is going on. So it's done. Again, this is a simple one, so it didn't take much time. And then you can click on the job, and you can see your API test has been executed. You can see the console logs here, like to test, right? So to test a pass, and reports are generated. And if you come to the summary, so and here down you can see the report also. So report will be generated, and if you click on the reports, you can see here the karate report is generated. So that's all. Hope this video will be useful for some of you. Just try it out. I'll be sharing all the necessary links, my GitHub repository links as well as other links, so that you can clone that repository and you can just play around. Let me know in the comment section if you face any issues or if you have any other comments. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.